He snaps alert at the muffled sound of someone lurching into a wall. Muscles flex in his neck and arms, which is how it starts. The build of dark, violent energy that has pushed him through the ropes into the ring so many times. He hears a gravelly curse. Out of sight in the external corridor, something heavy crunches into a wall again. Another curse. Hairs on his neck move. His body knows. A large man weaves into view, his round, sweaty face tight with frustration, arms out against the sway of the train. He slams back the sliding door of Ray's compartment, twists big shoulders through the doorway, and half falls onto the opposite bench, buffeting Ray with grog fumes. The man winks and raises his eyebrows. Ray lifts his eyebrows in tepid response as the man heaves himself along the bench to the window until he is opposite Ray, shading bleary eyes from the fierce sunlight. He stretches his legs, hits Ray's, grunts, and jams his boots under his own bench. Ray gazes out his window. The man is drunk, but big enough to do harm. In his late 20s, face shining and greasy, crew-cut hair, wary brown eyes. Stained jeans, ex-army shirt, battered boots. He looks Ray over, burps. His top lip and one cheek are red and raw as from a blow, skin freshly broken. He produces a bottle of rum. Ray shakes his head. The man shrugs in disgust, joking maybe, lifts it in salute. In a high-pitched voice, as if his words are starved of air and only escaping by stealth, he says, "Gives you breath like a brewery horse's fart." Leans in towards Ray, blowing hot air. "My old man used to say that." "Your old man say that?" Ray shrugs, turns back to the window. The man shakes his head, drains the bottle, pulls a face. He lifts the window off its hook, drops it with a crash, and hurls the bottle out. Burps again, and holds out a giant hand, too close to Ray's face. Maybe from the roll of the train. "Name's Bert. Not Burp. Bert." Snorts at his wit, his lip bleeding a little. Ray shakes the sweaty paw. "Ray." "Ray? Ray what? Ray of sunshine, eh?" Stares too long. "Where you headed?" "End of the line. Royalton." Bert lets out a squeaky giggle, odd from such a big man. "Arsehole of the West." "Royalton, not you." Out the window is a tall green crop, row after row after row, to the horizon. After all the ruthless red-brown, it looks hand-painted. There's a bellow in the corridor. "Bert, you ugly bastard, where are you?" Clear as a starting bell. Ray keeps his arms limp as a second man eases into the compartment. More grace than Bert, and more venom. Bert delivers the punches, but this is the prick who sends him to do it. "Why don't you answer me, cunt?" He flops onto the far end of Ray's bench, looking at Bert, but snapping his head at Ray. "Who's your poofter, mate?" Ray waits. Bastard's already earned the hurt that's coming. Same age, same clothes as Bert, but underfed. Thin, wiry arms, knotty from the grind of manual work. A lean face, skin tight over cheekbones, beady eyes of uncertain colour. The corner of his mouth curls. "Ray of sunshine? My mate Jimmy. Jimmy, this is Ray." Jimmy turns to Ray, makes his judgment, and lifts his boots onto Bert's bench. Exit blocked. Bert tries to grin, but it hurts his lip. Ray stares out the window.